video is brought to you by HelloFresh. You've got places to be this fall, and standing in the checkout line is not one of them. Leave the meal planning and grocery shopping to HelloFresh. Every box of HelloFresh comes with pre-portioned ingredients and step-by-step recipes right to your door, so you can save a ton of time and cut out the hassle of going to the grocery store. These are smelling so good. Get some cheese on there. Keep in mind that HelloFresh does more than just dinner. If you or a family member find yourself hungry all day, you can also add snacks and sides and more to your weekly HelloFresh order with a selection of over 100 add-on items. Let's go ahead and get these things in the oven. All right guys, the beef flautas are done, and not only are these HelloFresh meals delicious, but it's also cheaper than takeout and less expensive than going to the grocery store. So not only are you saving money, but you're also saving time, and time is really valuable to me as well. Just choose a recipe you like and it will come straight to your house with pre-portioned ingredients and you're ready to start cooking. Can't go wrong with the flautas. If you guys want to get started on HelloFresh, all you have to do is go to HelloFresh.com, use our promo code 50BoostedBoys, and you'll receive 50% off your order plus free shipping. That is code 50BoostedBoys for 50% off and free shipping. Thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video. What's up guys, we are back at the track once again in Eroy. We were literally just here yesterday, but it was so freaking hot and the track was terrible and we were on the factory wheels and tires, and today we're actually out here on some slicks. Our buddy Blake is back over here. As you guys know, he has the race car Tesla, and he pulled through for us and he brought us some Yokohama slicks on a lighter set of wheels that we are going to try out today and see if we can't improve that time. So it's also going to be cooler out today. Hopefully we can just get that 60 foot back. I know a lot of comments were saying, why didn't we just start out by getting drag slicks right away for the Tesla? But for those of you that don't know, you have to run a specific size outer diameter tire on a Tesla or else it will freak it out. On ours specifically, it's around 27 to 28 inches. If you're anywhere outside of that realm there, it actually freaks the car out. The traction control system goes crazy. So it's not that simple just to grab a off-the-shelf slick and put it on the car. We have to have a specific size with a specific wheel size, and it limits our options. And a lot of the radials I was looking at were out of stock. I'm not trying to drag this on. I would love to have the right set of wheels and tires right away, but they're just kind of hard to come by right now. But luckily Blake had a set for us to try.
Like Kyle was saying, the interesting thing about Teslas is that they only have one speed, so your wheel diameter is your gearing. Depending on how tall it is will determine when you actually get your torque band and when you're going to get your peak horsepower. So your factory tire is taller than these Yokohama slicks. So what I kind of expect is that he'll have a much better 8th mile once these actually have been broken in and have some heat in them. The big question is going to be what happens after the 8th mile. Because the car is lighter with the aero it has, it's almost like this experiment where you just got to see what happens. I do know that from testing at Pikes Peak and at Sebring, after about 160 miles an hour, this tire is a little bit too short, meaning too small. So we're just gonna see what happens as we get close to 158, 160 miles an hour. I can guarantee they'll be faster on the road course by at least 10 to 15 seconds around Sebring. Track, quarter mile, we're gonna see.
We did make just a couple more changes to the Tesla, nothing crazy, but we did go ahead and add a back panel here. Like we said, the wind tunnel showed that it didn't help us too much, but since we want to try to squeeze every little bit that we can out of it, we did go ahead and add that back there, so hopefully that helps with the drag a tiny bit. So now the only way into the car is through the roof hatch. We already got this side on. You can see these are a completely flat slick all the way across, and we actually just weighed these wheels with the tires on them, and they're about 48 pounds, which is a good 15 pounds a corner. The factory ones are over 60 pounds, like 65 pounds, so we will have easily 60 pounds off the overall weight of the car. We also redid some of the stuff on the front of the Tesla. We got rid of all that green painter's tape and we made it look a little better. We re-vinyled some stuff that came apart from last time. But other than that, everything else is the same as it was yesterday, besides these new wheels and tires, and the track conditions should be a lot better. It's a lot cooler out. We're gonna be running into the afternoon tonight. So we're gonna see if we can't get that 60 foot back. We know the aero helped tremendously from yesterday. So we're just gonna try to put it all together and see what we can run today, boys. So we're gonna go ahead and get these other two on there and go from there. All right guys, all the slicks are on and we are getting ready to put this thing in line and see if they make a difference for us. We're actually gonna be racing Andrew here from the Tesla Plaid channel. This one has been a little faster than Blake's. He's been like a 9.1, really low 9-second Plaid here, and we're gonna see how Eroy compares to this thing. But this will be the first run on the slicks. They aren't completely broken in yet. They are brand spanking new, so we might have to do a couple runs just to kind of help get them broken. I did go out there and just kind of drive it in a couple circles to get all the stickers and everything off. But we're gonna put this thing in line. She's fully charged, and hopefully we can lay down that 60 foot, boys, and this smaller diameter tire helps us and doesn't hurt us, but only one way to find out. So we're gonna go ahead and crawl in this thing and get this thing in line. All right, guys, here we go. First pass on the slicks. I'm really hoping these do something here. Because, man, we've been working hard on this today. It's another hot day. We were over at the Freedom Factory changing tires for the last hour, sweating our freaking balls off out here, but we'll see if it pays off. We are in peak performance, ready to go, boys.
Pretty solid launch, no wheel spin. Let's see. The 883. 883 at 154. Frick, dude. Close, but not there yet.
That was so loud. Oh, shoot. That back panel was making all kinds of noise. We'll have to run it back with the other plaid because they already dropped the bulbs and went green, so I was ready to go. And I just went, the Draggy said 890, and usually our slip's a tiny bit faster, so we'll see what that one was.
883.
883?
Yes.
Dang. 883, we tied with our best ET with a 140 60 foot, so not even our best 60. Damn, we went at 126 to the 8th mile. Holy crap.
What was flapping down there?
Dude, it was making some noise.
Somebody said it was coming loose. Something came loose.
It sounded like something was about to fly off. I don't know if adding the back was the move.
Yeah. Well, what'd it do?
883. So we just backed up our PB at 154.
Right. What was about the 8th mile?
The 8th mile was a 570, but 126. The mile an hour is up there at the 8th, and
14060.
And we're down a bit at the 60 foot.
Yeah.
And we rematched our PB. All right, guys, here we go. Round 2.
Oh, and they're gone. Left light took it at 902 at 154. Man, what is up with that thing?
I can't believe that we were running our best 60 foot time on the factory wheels and tires. That is crazy. Yeah, we spun pretty good on that one. 156 to the 60 foot and did a 9.02. So somehow we have a slower 60 foot on the slicks, but you also have to keep in mind that we are here on an open test night compared to that private test night when we got that perfect prep on those factory tires. So what we're gonna do before we run our third pass here is Blake unfortunately had to get out of here, but he left us with some tire heaters, and we got these on the rear tires because the rear tires are making most of the power back here, so these are what are important. And we're gonna get these puppies up to 200 degrees and try to get them nice and sticky because these are actually a track slick and not a full drag slick. So we just got to make these work as good as we can. We did do a 140 60 foot. Our 8th mile an hour is ripping. We're going 126 plus every time, which is the fastest we've ever gone to the 8th, which I think is attributed to the smaller diameter tire. But we are losing about 1 mile an hour out the back compared to the stock ones from yesterday because we were going like 155, 156. But we should be able to run a gnarly 8th mile out here, guys. We just got to get that 136 back. We already replicated our best ET ever with a slower 60 foot, and you know the Ricer math looking at the slip should put us somewhere in the 870s, which is right where that quarter mile record is. So we're gonna let these heat up, wait until they prep the track one more time, and go back out. And another huge shout out to James because we're stealing his power from his trailer. So James out here always being useful to us.
I brought my toy this time.
Yeah, he brought his race car out here.
Too much quiet stuff.
This
So I had to bring
obnoxious
something loud.
thing, dude. I swear. Everybody needs an EV.
Dude, never.
Don't worry, boys. The gas guzzling car content will come back, but dude, Eroy's just been on a rip. We're trying everything we can.
It is. I mean, it is impressive.
No,
you got the body cut off of a $100,000 car, dude. Who else would do that?
I don't know. I see a $100,000 car sitting right here too, buddy.
Is it behind this one?
Yeah, it's the truck plus the trailer
Right,
plus
right.
the wheels plus the fuel inside the trailer.
Hey, can you plug into this thing and turn it up for us?
I don't.
Yeah, you do those stock
gotta
ECU reflashes for
Hook
these?
the tire warmer to the batteries also.
There we go.
The traction control off so it just goes. All right, guys, they just got done prepping the track. Once again, the tires are freaking hot and ready to go. Put this thing in line for a third time. Hopefully we can just better that 60 foot. That's all we need, guys. All right, guys, third run of the night. They just prepped. We really need that 60 foot. It's also cooled off a lot, so hopefully the track's a little better. All we can do is try.
All right, guys, third rip of the night. Let's see what this old freaking Tesla will do. Come on, Eroy, you got this.
Still fun.
Come on, that was better. I don't know if it's it though. 907 at 149. Man, what the heck? Ridiculous. Dude, we just ain't EV racers.
I don't know.
What the hell?
I don't know how it's going slower on slicks.
No.
The first one was pretty solid, the 140.
Yeah, and it went at
So things
887.
things were looking promising, 883.
Yeah.
And now it's just going 1.5s all of a sudden, which doesn't make sense. It almost feels, I don't know if the car's doing something, like it's doing a weird traction control thing. Because it almost doesn't even feel like it's spinning, it just feels like it's cutting power for a split second.
Yeah.
It's weird. And I'm in full cheetah stance, everything's good, so.
I don't know, maybe it's time we put the other tires back on it and try out those Nittos.
So Andrew brought a set of Nittos for the rear that he said worked really well when the prep. Andrew brought a set of Nittos for the rear that he said worked really good when the prep isn't great. So I think we're gonna try to throw the factory fronts back on and those Nittos in the rear and go again before we run out of time. But I really thought the slicks were gonna, you know, maybe not take the record, but at least get us into like the high like 870s. It's crazy. I mean, they're, you know, like 50 pounds lighter all the way around. So a full slick all the way across. It is a smaller diameter, so that maybe that hurts it, but so weird, guys.
Yeah, it is weird. We're down mile an hour today too, though.
Yeah, that
So,
one I
like,
let up a little early.
Yeah.
149 was me, but it's been going 154 when yesterday it was going 156 every time with the taller tire. So we'll change a couple
Maybe
more
we try
things.
those, yeah. See what it does.
I mean, that was fresh prep. That's weird. I wonder if the car was doing something or what, but you know, that's why we're out here, boys. We're just getting out here as much as we can, trying to get as much data and learn as much as we can, just to try to improve it. I didn't think it was gonna be easy, but we'll keep on trying. So we're gonna swap to a different set of wheels and tires that Andrew brought and try that out, see if it gets any better. All right, guys, we got Eroy back on the factory front wheels and tires, and we are borrowing Andrew's Nittos for the rear. These are the same exact diameter as the factory rears that we had on there, but these are also a little lighter. So we're back on basically the factory setup with a stickier rear tire, and most of the horsepower on these is in the rear. It's like a 70-30 split on power. So get it back in line, see what it does. Fourth run of the night, back on the factory front tires and the Nittos on the rear. We'll see if this improves the 60 foot.
See what it'll do.
Oh yeah. My freaking hatch came undone. That was so loud. I guess the slicks are not the move, boys. Way better.
That sounded better. 879 at 156, man. Oh, that's ridiculous. Oh, so close.
Let's go, boys. 879 at 156. and that was a 138 with a 7 to the 60 foot, so still not even our best 60 foot. And we are so close, boys, into the 870s. So that just goes to show that those slicks were not the move, but hey, we are learning, and it takes some time to figure all this stuff out, guys.
Well, that was better.
That was better.
So close.
879.
What's the record? 873?
873.
Oh.
And we are down to the 60 foot than we've been before, and definitely down to the 330. We went a 3.72 to the 330 when we've been a 368 or something like that. So I don't know if it has the record in it, but it definitely has like an 875, which was the record for like the longest time.
Right.
A 156 again. So it just showed that that smaller diameter tire, not the move, because she's ripping again on the factory size wheels.
Well, we'll get it up there again and see. I mean, frick, dude.
Hey, we did improve though, 8.7s.
Yep, not bad.
I was trying to say on the GoPro, and it was really dark, so I probably won't use that clip, but you know, we just gotta get through these runs to figure out what works, boys. So I know
Yeah, it's not like the internal combustion stuff. We can't just give it a degree of timing and 2 pounds of boost.
We can't just turn it up and send it to the moon.
We have what we have.
The moon tune is always on, and that's all we get. But 8.7 is pretty dang freaking good.
It's not bad. What was the mile an hour? 156 again?
156. So we picked up that 2 mile an hour that we were losing from the smaller slicks.
So I think what we try
and we're
now.
still going 126 to the 8th, so we didn't lose anything there.
Not bad. I think we dropped the front tire pressure maybe a pound or 2 and see what it does.
And my flap came undone like halfway down the track.
Oh, okay.
So that could have been barely slowing it. It was loud in there. It was pop, pop, pop,
right.
pop, pop.
I heard it.
So,
all right. Well,
just before we get out of here, I don't know if I should do left lane again or just try right lane to be
I'd try right. We got plenty of time.
Yeah, we'll do right lane. The car's probably at like 85-ish% battery, so it's starting to get low.
Get lower. All right, well, let's make some changes, see what it does.
Well, now we know it works, so if we do come back again, we're fully charged on the optimal wheel and tire setup. You know, we're just slowly chipping away, boys. Slowly but surely. So, yeah, 8.7s, not bad.
All right, guys, 5th pass of the night. We're gonna give this right lane a try, see if it's any better. Getting it all in cheetah stance. And there we are. Oh, little spin. Looks pretty decent though. 902 at 152.
Right lane was not the move. It spun on that one. That one was going to be hard to judge though because they did not freshly prep it, and there was a lot of cars with street tires running that one. So, not surprised. I might just hot lap it a couple more times, guys, run left lane. But I think that's all we got for tonight, boys. You know what the best part of that last run was?
You went down with the AC on?
Finally got the AC going.
Hey.
It has been hot the last couple days, guys.
Oh, the couple days? Try a couple weeks.
I mean, yeah, but the last 2 days we've just been out here.
That's ridiculous.
Doing it. Hey, all things aside, we ran 2 PBs today. Can't knock on old Eroy for running frickin' so many low 9s and 8s today, like nothing. So I got my best slip right here, and that is a new official PB, is a 879.7 at 156, and it's not even our best 60 foot, or yeah, not our best 60 foot or best 8th mile, but the Aero helped us get a new PB. So we just need to get back out here, probably on a private test day, because that's the day that we ran that PB, so we can get the best freaking prep possible and try it again. But boys, we're right there, like half a tenth off the record. It's the only other Tesla in the world running 870s right now. So we just got to get that 60 foot back. We're gonna see if there's any other little things we can prove on. We have a couple other tricks up our sleeves. We're not done yet, boys. And I hope you guys are enjoying these Eroy videos. I know it's kind of the same thing over and over, but it's fun just to try to squeeze every little bit out of it. And we are making improvements, boys. So can't knock it. We had 3 runs today on the slicks. They just didn't work out for us. And switching back to this wheel and tire combo proved to be the better option. So we learned a ton today, and we're only gonna hopefully get quicker moving forward. but I'm freaking done. I'm tired. It's been
A
too
long, hot day.
This shirt feels like I've been sitting in the shower. So yeah, 879, 156, not bad for a gutted Tesla Plaid. Not bad at all, boys. That's freaking moving. Crazy that you can take a production car, cut the body off it off. Crazy you can take a production car, cut the body off it. I can't even talk right now. Crazy you can take a production car, cut the body off, put a makeshift body on that's not nearly as good, and go
Slower than the record.
slightly slower than the record. Hey, but I gotta let you guys know, it was never the intent to even go after the record. It just kind of happened. A lot of people are like, why'd you cut the body off just to put a body back on? A lot of you guys don't even realize what the end product of E-Roy is supposed to be. You guys will find out, you know, probably by the end of the year, and it'll make more sense. We just happened to be so close that we wanted to hop on the opportunity to try it and run E-Roy without the body and just push for that record, because it's right there. Because E-Roy will be changing its form in the future, and we cut the body off for a reason. If my plan with the Plaid was to go as fast as possible right away, I would have tried to gut it, but the other guy has already gutted it to the extreme, no dash, no nothing, and he's proven what that setup can go, so there'd be no point for us to try to replicate that. It's already been done and proven. That guy, if you look him up, I'll plug his channel, like, he has no dash, zero weight in the car besides the body, and we're just seeing if we can kind of get around it. Hope you guys are enjoying the E-Roy content regardless. Leave a comment, drop a like. We'll keep doing them. We're gonna get back into the regular turbo combustion cars here soon, but the views on E-Roy just been ripping, and a whole bunch of new subscribers have joined us, so hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll be back. We're still not done. 879.